So in the Champions League quarter-final, Liverpool have beaten Man City 3-0. It was a game where we were expecting so much from both these teams. One of them delivered, one of them didn't. And what was the biggest reason for it? It was an unbelievable example of the fans and the team working together to apply so much pressure to the Man City side that they literally just fell apart. When that third goal went in, there was a shot of Vincent Kompany and Fernandinho, two experienced key leaders in that Man City team, and they were petrified. They were shell shocked, and they were shell shocked because of the way that Liverpool, the style of Liverpool in general, was it was exactly what Liverpool fans were going to be hoping for, and they started the game so well. It was heavy metal football. That's what Jurgen Klopp wanted them to do. He said before the game that what he was looking for was for them to use their hearts as well as their ability, because just being smart and calm is not going to be enough, especially against a Man City side. This was a game, let's be honest, that they weren't favourites to win, regardless of them being at Anfield. But the power of those European nights at Anfield, it's something that every other football fan, and tell you what, Man City fans, it's over to you now. All you guys going to the game for the second leg, you're going to have to do something special. And one aspect that you can utilise is your voice. And that's what you saw at Anfield today. The roar, you could hear it watching it on telly from the start to the end of the game. And obviously goals change games and the early goals make a massive difference. But the way that Man City played, it can't just be the occasion. It can't totally be just the way that Liverpool set out. A huge part of it was that cauldron of the ground. The amount of passes that went astray, because it seeps energy from you, and for the other team it gives you more and more fuel. And the running that the Liverpool side put in today was incredible. Let's talk about the players in this game. The guys that stood out for me, of course you've got your goal scorers there, but for me, James Milner and Henderson in the middle of the park were incredible. Man City like to work down that left-hand side with Sane and then looking to play those balls into that inside channel where David Silva gets on the ball. David Silva was unrecognisable. I said in my preview video for the Champions League games that he was going to be the difference in this tie. You can see all my predictions. I'll put a link to that video there. But I did say that David Silva was the key difference. You didn't have him in that first game when Liverpool were able to beat them. But he played in this one, and he had an absolute shocker. Leroy Sané had a few good moments in the first 20 minutes, but then he fell apart as well. I thought Alexander-Arnold, it was a massive moment for the recruitment of Liverpool Football Club as well, because there are players there that have come in that aren't huge names that have stepped up and totally delivered. Alexander-Arnold as a right-back coming through. Robertson on the other side I thought was great. Milner and Henderson in the middle, I know they've been there a while, but Milner continues to show that in the big games he can step up, and he's such a great player to have in your squad. Never lets you down. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, that second goal was an absolute belter, and he's made a move from Arsenal where he could have got more money, but he wanted to go to Liverpool, the team that he supports. And again, he was another tenacious cog in what was an incredibly well-oiled machine that was just too much for Man City today. I thought Fernandinho was awful. He looked knackered by the end of the game. And I think also you saw what has happened to Guardiola a few times when it comes to the Champions League, is when it's not going his way, how do you change it? When you've only got one way, and look, don't get me wrong, it's a pure, beautiful way of playing football, and it does beat a lot of teams. But when a team is able to match you, what's the plan B? Guardiola, again, understandably, he's got world-class players, but not having Aguero there, I think, was a big loss. Jesus didn't really get into the game at all, partly down to the brilliance of defensively of Milner and Henderson. I thought Chan, not having him there, might be a big loss for them, but those two totally stepped up. And we go into the next game, and it's not over, because this is a great Man City side, one of the best Premier League sides that we've seen. But Liverpool had their number today, and Klopp seems to have Guardiola's number often, and so now it's up to you, Man City fans. For me, I think, what can you do at the Etihad? It's going to be rocking, but can you exert that same pressure that Liverpool and Liverpool fans have been able to do today in that game? Because you could see it. It was palpable, and it affected that entire Man City side. the goals quickly. The Salah goal, Kyle Walker's had an absolute nightmare there. But again, I think that's just the occasion and the pressure that was being put on by them. First 20 minutes, they were trying to get things moving, but they had to do it with such speed that they weren't able to get that fluency. And then their confidence got knocked as the goals went in. Second goal is a sucker punch for them. A great strike from Chamberlain. He can do that. He can also smack it over the bar. But again, the ball given away. I think it was a great tackle by Henderson. And just a great finish. And then the third goal, a fantastic header by Mane. That's 7 goals in 7 games. He is a great player. He'll always get goals for you. So, it's not over, but it's nearly over. One goal would have made a massive difference in the game, but it goes to the Etihad now, and I'll say it for one final time. Man City fans, it's over to you. If you want to check out my video that I did earlier in the week, we're talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic and how he's utter filth, and also spoke about Ray Wilkins before he unfortunately passed away today. If you want to check out that video, then there's a poll card there for you right now. If you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. And hit the notification bell as well so that you can see videos as soon as I put them live. Click the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.